Caitlin back in action after second 5-game absence of 2025 season. WNBA fans have been pining for the return of Caitlin Clark after her second injury of the season. The Fever sensation has been out of action over the past 5 games for her team with a groin injury. On this front, the fans have a piece of good news coming up as the team will be bolstered by her return. The 23-year-old revealed that she will be almost definitely good to go in their next game against the Valkyries. Caitlin Clark has now missed 10 games of action during the season, which could be a reason why, despite garnering a record number of fan votes for the All-Star game in Indianapolis, she was only voted 9th among players by her peers for the big game. Nevertheless, her comeback will bolster the Fever, who have admittedly dealt decently with her absence, including a blowout win in the Commissioner's Cup. Speaking to an Indianapolis reporter for The Athletic, Scott Agnes, Clark detailed her plans for returning to action ahead of their fixture against the Valkyries. "Yeah, I think it was just nice to get back out there and back in the flow of playing with my teammates again. It's going to be fun to get back out hopefully and just feel things again. I don't know what type of minutes I'm going to get will look like, but when I'm not there, they compete, play hard. This is a team that's moving constantly, so just being aware and active brings energy. It's obviously hard sitting out there and watching for a few weeks, so I'm happy to get back out there." Caitlin Clark was then asked whether she would really be happy with playing under a minutes restriction under coach Stephanie White. She answered poignantly, explaining that she would be available for as many minutes as she can possibly play against the Valkyries in her comeback game. The Indiana Fever dealt admirably with the absence of Caitlin Clark. One of the underrated developments of this WNBA season has been how the Indiana Fever have changed the outlook of their roster. Despite the DeWanna Bonner fiasco, the team has added good support for Caitlin Clark in the form of Natasha Howard, Ari McDonald, and Brianna Turner. The team looks more decisive as an offensive system under Stephanie White instead of the lost look they had under Christie Sides. Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, who were pivotal in 2024 as well, have held the fort down as the leaders and energy centers of the team with Clark off the floor. The All-Stars have pulled their weight on offense as well as defense, with Aaliyah Boston dominating MVP-caliber opponents like Aya Wilson and Nafisa Collier in the second injury-enforced absence for Clark. The team has a positive outlook for the rest of the season even if they keep missing Caitlin Clark. However, they will need her in action if they are to stand any chance of making noise in the postseason. Indiana is currently tied with the Valkyries with a 9-9 record, but the Valkyries hold the number 6 seed on account of their head-to-head record. A win would help Indiana swap places and move into the last playoff spot. A win would help Indiana swap places and move into the last playoff spot.